Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Sue's World, as we bring you once again to the home of Sue and Edith and Amaya. As you remember, they just had a major remodel of the house, whereas the first floor, or the second floor, had been redone a while ago. Now the first floor is done and the Lincoln house looks really nothing like it used to. It's a completely new place. Well, Amaya barely remembers it as it was, but here she goes, up for another day. It's a school day for her, the last one before the weekend. So she's going to have a little bit of fun playing some computer games before school. Yep, definitely takes after Sue in that regard. Even though, strictly speaking, they aren't blood relatives or anything. Yes. And now, as we get on closer to morning, Edith is going to get up. Yep, she's going to make some pancakes, or try to anyway. Her cooking skills aren't all that high. Yes, she has the day off today, no training today. So she's just going to stay home, relax, and possibly work on some of the skills she's going to need to move up at her job. Yes, I'm sure Amaya is pawning noobs just as much as Sue was. Pancakes are the best food ever. Sims and humans agree. Well, now it's time for Sue to get up. There's not much time before work, honestly, but I think there's enough time for her to have a little breakfast, spend some time with Edith and Amaya before she heads off to work. Yes. Yeah, the kitchen truly does look very different. Now, for one thing, it's on the complete other end of the house, but it's a very new look that Sue and Edith worked hard to create. So, it's quite a good thing. Well, anyway, time for Sue to get going. She didn't finish her burnt pancakes, but she got pretty close. Like the red pantsuit, it's very snazzy. It's very much a suit of power, if that makes sense. Yeah, Maya's being a good girl by cleaning up, but of course when the bus comes she can't really do any more. Time for her to go off to school. Just one more day, Amaya, and you'll have your weekend. So, don't worry. Yep. Yes, unlike somebody else that we know, Amaya really does ride the bus and doesn't go off with her friends who are too young to drive in their convertible. But anyway, it's time for Sue to get a mechanical point. That's one of the things that she needs to get ahead in her military career. I guess she needs to know how to fix, malfunctioning tanks or whatever. Who knows? But she's got her skill, and she decides to greet this random neighbor called Sarah Drake. Yes, they live on the block, and so Edith invites them in, always wanting to get to know the neighbors better. And of course, in true Sim fashion, Sarah invites herself right in to the hot tub. Oh yes, I don't know where they learned their manners, but that's what it is, I guess. Alright. So, they just hang out and chat there in the tub. Very good thing to do. But Edith wants to invite her parents over. Yes, the elderly Chase and Lindsay Everett are still living where they were when Edith was growing up. And she wants them to come over and check out the new place. They haven't seen it since its remodel. And hopefully they will have a nice time here relaxing and chilling. But Edith is making one more call, a very important call. And who will that be? You'll see soon. For some reason, Edith and her mom want to make a very long, extended secret handshake. Never heard of a mother and daughter with a handshake like that, but oh well, stranger things are possible. But yes, Edith, as well as Sue, are both very concerned about Amaya's future. And they both want her to have a good, strong foundation in which she can build a good life. You know, she's already very intelligent, so they want her to be very educated as well. So, the step they need to do that is to get Amaya into private school. So how do they do that? Well, they gotta invite the headmaster over. He won't arrive until later, though, and Edith is talking to this random guy. I believe his name is Dan, although I forget, honestly. But Sue and Amaya are both coming home from school. Sue's not getting promoted yet. She still has some more skills to get. And Amaya is very happy with her report card. She's only been going for a very short time, but she's already surging ahead with her schoolwork. It's a very impressive feat. Yes, definitely will put her in a good position for private school. Of course, she's just going to unwind with a little bit of computer games. Yes, who knows what she's actually playing. And Sue, of course, wants to relax after a long day at the office. So, while Edith grabs another book, Sue is going to dive into the pool. Yes. It will also make her happy because she'll get a body point. And body points are always good to have. And Amaya wants to swim in the pool too. Why not? Pretty sure she won't be able to do anything too spectacular on the diving board here, but you never know. Here she goes. Anytime now. Wow. That was a flip worthy of the great Mike Lincoln himself. Wow. Impressive. But here comes the headmaster. Yes, good old Johnson. Headmaster at this school for longer than Sue has been alive, let alone Amaya. Some say he's growing a bit senile in his old day, but others insist his mind is as sharp as it ever was. But in any case, Johnson, the headmaster, is not retiring. And, of course, Sue knows him from back in the day when she first went to private school. So, Amaya comes out and personally tries to, chat with him and make a good impression while Sue prepares the dinner. It's always a very important thing to do. Yep. Headmaster's very much a food lover. But Amaya shows the headmaster around the house. Of course, it could not be more starkly different than the house he saw last time he was here more than a decade, almost 2 decades ago. Yes, she brings him into the pool room. Gonna show him the room. And now, she's going to show him the final room of the tour. Because, for whatever reason, he says, "Oh, that's good enough. I don't need to see any of the rest of the house. I'm satisfied." So, it's just left for them to hang out until they get food. But yes, the headmaster loves his video games. He's become quite the gaming addict in his later years. But Amaya knows how to go with that, so she brings out her own controller, and they compete to see who is the most superior at whatever game they happen to play. Yes, completely ignoring the dinner. And of course, Edith is wandering around in her swimsuit, comes in to read a bit more. Yep, of course, a skill point is good, but more skill points are better. Well, anyway, Sue is preparing the food, but the headmaster's like, this plate of spaghetti is much better. And for some reason, instead of eating at the table like any normal person would, he wanders up to the 3rd floor, where all the old furniture is put, and there's absolutely no light. Yep, nobody really knows why the headmaster does things like this, but who knows. He probably just wanted to have some time to himself to think things over. But he loved the food. Even though the spaghetti came from the floor, apparently that didn't affect it at all. But he's more than happy enough with the family to make his determination. Yes, he's known this family for a while. So he tells Edith that Amaya has been accepted into private school. And, of course, this is a pivotal moment in Amaya's young life, and her adoptive parents couldn't be happier. And, of course, they're going to celebrate this wonderful occasion. Yes, indeed. From now on, Amaya will not be riding the bus into, Veronaville High or whatever it was. Well, not high, but Veronaville Elementary. She'll be going to the local private school. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you probably knew this was coming, but yes, there really is only one way to celebrate this important event. So, Sue and Edith are going to have their fun. Yeah, things have been going rather well in their marriage so far. Sue is surging ahead with her career. Their adoptive daughter is already proving herself to be very smart, very athletic, and now she's going to go to private school. So, all these are great steps in the right direction. And they still have all the energy of a young couple. It's a beautiful thing. Yep, and they celebrate in the only possible way. It's a beautiful thing, people. Well, anyway, Amaya is very pleased with herself for accomplishing her goal of getting into private school. And now she's going to relax and play with her dollhouse a little bit before bed. Yes, the future is bright for Amaya, and she feels, for the first time, that she is somewhere where she belongs. And it's wonderful for her. Hopefully she will do as well at school as she's done everywhere else so far. Yep, hopefully she'll fit right in. But she's a bit tired, gonna head to bed. And with that, we bring you to the end of this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, everybody, and I will see you all later for more exciting sim action. Goodbye, folks.